Many people are informed that legal aid is not available anymore, and that's not actually correct. It is available for family matters, particularly in relation to children and finances on divorce or separation. But many people believe that it's been withdrawn completely. It was restricted from the 1st of April 2013, but it wasn't withdrawn completely. And it is now still available for most areas of family law. Some of it is subject to certain evidence being obtained in support of a legal aid application, but that's something that we can help clients achieve. So in terms of who might be eligible financially, legal aid is available in some cases, regardless of your income or your capital position. So it doesn't depend on what property you have or what savings you may have. In some cases, those things do need to be taken into account, but you need to see an expert so that they can make a legal aid assessment on your behalf. So legal aid is available for initial advice, for correspondence and liaising with parties or other solicitors, and it's then also available for representation in court if you need to make a court application. It's available for all matters in relation to domestic violence. Domestic violence and abuse includes all types of abuse, which is physical, psychological, emotional, financial or sexual. All those things are included in the definition of domestic violence or abuse. And legal aid would cover you in those circumstances for warning letters, for obtaining an injunction, or possibly an order to have someone removed from your home if that was necessary. But you should always get expert advice if you find yourself in that situation. In addition to that, it's available in many other areas. For example, if your child is involved with social services, legal aid's available at the preliminary stage, if you have a pre-proceedings meeting, or if there are court proceedings in relation to children. Again, you need to get legal advice if you find yourself in a situation where social services are involved. It's available in many other areas, legal aid, for example, adoptions and appeals, wardship proceedings, child abduction, many areas where people need to be supported, and often where people feel they can't afford to instruct a solicitor or don't feel comfortable in approaching a solicitor. We're here and available for that, and legal aid is available for many people who come to see us. It is important for people just to come and see us and find out what we can offer and what we can do. There is a financial assessment process for legal aid. We can do that quite quickly and determine whether people are eligible or not. And if they're not, there are several different options in terms of payment plans. We do an initial 30-minute advice session, which is free of charge. So people need to come to us and find out what's available to them before assuming that they can't afford to speak to a solicitor. Yeah, we have a contract for family law work and for mediation, because legal aid is still available for mediation as well. And people can come in for that assessment free of charge. The application is then submitted to the legal aid agency for approval. MSB have a wide range of expertise in all family matters, particularly in relation to domestic violence, child abduction, divorce, civil partnerships, the whole range of issues which any family might need legal advice. We have a large family department who can make an assessment for legal aid quickly and then can support you. We can signpost you or refer you to other agencies that can give you support as well throughout the process. So if you do come to MSB, we will assess you for legal aid. We will give you a free 30-minute advice appointment. We can offer payment plans. You'll be fully supported throughout, and we have a very high success rate of achieving legal aid for our clients as well. The first thing we would suggest to a client is that they need to get legal advice and they need to be supported, but the client has to be ready to take that step. They would come in to see us. We would make an assessment of their situation, assess whether any emergency action needs to be taken on their behalf. If so, that action can be taken quickly. Legal aid can be granted as an emergency where necessary, and we can assist that client and support them in making a court application. We would also seek to get them supported through various domestic violence agencies, so that they have someone that they can refer to for counselling, and they'd be fully supported throughout the whole process.